Hello friends, welcome to this video. I hope all of you are doing good. As you can see in the thumbnail that the topic which we are going to discuss today will be directly helpful for the APSC CCE Mains examination, and the topic is determinants and consequences of ethics in human actions. And as already said, this particular topic is included in General Studies 4 or paper 5 of APSC CCE Mains. So with that said, let's get started. What is this topic about? So let's go ahead. So ethics, here we are talking about ethics. So determinants and consequences of ethics. So what are determinants? Determinants means, so what determines the ethics of a person, and consequences means what are the consequences due to some actions done by a person. Okay, so first, what is ethics? Okay, so before I go for these definitions of ethics, let me give you an example, and then you will be able to understand what ethics means. So if we talk about corruption, okay, so corruption is perhaps very widespread in our country, in many parts of our country. So if you go to a government office to get some work done, and an official is asking you for a bribe, okay, or if you do not pay a bribe, then that particular official will not do the work for you. So that is an unethical behavior for the official. Or if that official does your work, or your work is done hassle free in that office, then that is the ethical behavior from that official or from that organization. Similarly, if suppose if you see that some miscreants are like maybe torturing an elderly person somewhere near to you, or you can see that somebody is torturing or somebody is misbehaving with an elderly person. So what is your ethical behavior? So your ethical behavior should be, or your ethics should prompt you to intervene there, that old person should not be disturbed, and whatever the problem they have, they should discuss and solve that amicably. Okay, so the unethical behavior on your part would be not to intervene there and let just old person suffer or whatever is going on there, so let that just happen. That would be unethical on your part. So I hope by now you have understood what is ethical behavior or what is unethical behavior. So many such situations we observe in our day-to-day lives. So here let us understand now by definition what ethics means. So ethics refers to a set of moral principles that guide human behavior and decision making. It plays a crucial role in determining human actions and their consequences. So let me change the color. Okay, so ethics is a set of like moral principles, okay, principles that guides human behavior, how a man or how a person will behave, or how what type of decision will be taken by a person. Those are determined by ethics. Okay, it's crucial. So ethics is crucial in determining human action, what action will be taken by a person and what consequences will happen as a result of that action. So ethics is essential for individuals and societies. Okay, so an individual must have ethics and a society must have right ethical values, because it helps to ensure that people act in a way that are just, fine and responsible. Very important, ethical behavior should result in just, fair and responsible outcomes. Okay, so ethical behavior is important for such outcomes, and that way only a society will be peaceful, or a society will be like worth livable. So okay, so right and wrong, you see, right is this direction, wrong is this direction. So right means what? An ethical person will act in the right way, an unethical person will act in the wrong way. Okay, so here an ethical person, okay, and here wrong means unethical. Okay, so a person with high ethics will act in the right direction, wrong ethics will act in the in the wrong direction. Okay, or an unethical person will act in the wrong direction. So with that said, let us check some of the determinants of ethics, like what determines the ethics of a person or a society. Okay, the determinants of ethics are the factors, okay, factors that shape an individual's ethical beliefs and behavior. Some of the primary determinants of ethics include, okay, so what are the factors on which ethics depend on? So the first factor is personal values. Okay, what type of values are possessed by a person that would determine a person's ethical behavior? Personal values are beliefs and attitudes that individuals hold about what is important or what is meaningful. And of course, this will vary from person to person. So personal values will determine from the viewpoint of a person about what is important and meaningful. These values influence how an individual thinks, feels, or act. Okay, think, feel, and act in different situations. So these things are determined by personal values. Then cultural norms. Okay, from what culture the person belongs to, that will also determine the ethics of a person. Cultural norms refer to the shared beliefs, values, and customs that define a particular culture. Cultural norms play a vital role in shaping an individual's ethical beliefs and behavior. Okay, so cultural norms also determine what will be the ethical beliefs and behavior of an individual. Then religion. So religion also determines the ethical behavior of a person. So religion is a significant determinant of ethics. It provides a set of moral principles. Okay, what does religion provide? Moral principles that guide individuals' behavior and decision making. Okay, so how an individual will behave or what decisions will be taken by an individual under different situations or circumstances, that will be determined by ethics. Okay, and this ethics will also depend on the religious values of the persons. So education, okay, this is one of the very important factors that would determine the ethical beliefs or ethical values of a person. Education helps to develop an individual's critical thinking skill and provides a framework for understanding ethical issues. Education also helps individuals to identify and evaluate ethical dilemmas and make informed decisions. So when a person becomes more educated, that person is likely to take more ethical decisions, or that person is likely to do more ethical actions than somebody who is not very much educated. Okay, so education this way plays very important role in framing a person's ethical behavior. Okay, so ethical dilemmas. So with proper education and with better education, a person is able to evaluate or able to solve some ethical dilemmas, okay, and make some decisions which are more informed and which are more helpful or friendly toward others. Okay, so these are the main determinants. Let me quickly revise what are the main determinants. So personal values, cultural norms, religion, and education. These are the main determinants of ethics or ethical principles. So consequences of ethics. Okay, so what are the consequences due to ethical actions or behavior of an individual person? Okay, the consequences of ethics and outcomes of ethical behavior or the lack thereof. Ethics has significant consequences for individuals, organizations, and societies. Okay, so individuals belong to societies and organizations. So what is the ethics being followed by what are the ethical principles being followed by an individual that will have very strong impact on any organization, perhaps where that person works, and society and country in general. Okay, so personal integrity. So that is the first consequence of ethical behavior or ethical action. So what is personal integrity? Ethics contributes to an individual's personal integrity, which refers to, what does integrity refer to, what does personal integrity mean? Which refers to consistency between one's beliefs, values and actions. So a person has high integrity. So if the person, there is a consistency in the person's beliefs, okay, values and actions, in that case the person is said to have high integrity. Personal integrity is essential for building trust and credibility with others. Those persons who have high personal integrity, they can easily build trust and credibility with other people in the society or in the organization. So organizational culture. Ethics influences the culture of an organization, okay, of an organization when that person is a part of. Ethical behavior helps to create a positive work environment, fosters teamwork and promotes sense of fairness and justice. Okay, so ethical behavior, if if in an organization the right ethical principles are followed, that will create a positive work environment. Okay, so the work environment will be positive if that organization follows ethical behavior. Then fosters teamwork, that will be very friendly for teamwork. Okay, in an organization many people work, so with proper ethical principles the teamwork will be better, which will contribute to the growth of that organization, and that will also promote a sense of fairness and justice in an organization. So right ethical principles are very important for organizational growth and development. Social responsibility. So ethics is a key component of social responsibility. Individuals and organizations have responsibility to act in ways that are beneficial to society as a whole. Okay, so ethical principles also result, one of the consequences of ethical principles is better social responsibility or improved social responsibility of an individual. So it's ethics is a key component of social responsibility. Okay, if individuals and organizations, they behave in ethical manner or they follow ethical principles, then their work or their decisions will change the society, or those will be beneficial to the society in a positive way. So it is very much important that proper ethical principles are followed by an individual or an organization. So legal compliance. Okay, so ethical behavior helps to ensure compliance with laws and regulations. Okay, so what does the what do laws and regulations of our country want us? So laws and regulations of our country want us to behave in an ethical way. Okay, behave in an ethical way. So if we individuals who are parts of the society, we behave in ethical ways, so that is in compliance with, that will help to maintain better law, order and regulations in our society and country. On the other hand, unethical behavior can lead to legal consequences which can damage an individual's reputation and result in financial or other penalties. Like I have talked about taking bribe. Okay, suppose in many government offices bribes are taken, unfortunately. So unethical behavior means taking a bribe is unethical, so that is against the law and regulations. And that will, so if it is known that some person A takes bribe to get some work done, so that will damage and in that particular person's reputation. Okay, and this may also create problem for that person in the future. Therefore, ethical behavior must be followed so that is in compliance with laws and regulations of our country. Okay, so those were the main points of determinants and consequences of ethics. And to conclude, ethics plays a crucial role in determining human actions and their consequences, we have learned. So, what are the determinants of ethics? Personal values, cultural norms, religion, education are some of the primary determinants of ethics. So, ethics has significant consequences for individuals, organizations, societies, then including personal integrity, organizational culture, social responsibility, and legal compliances. And these things also we have discussed and learned. Therefore, it is very essential to develop and promote ethical behavior to build a just and fair society. Okay, just to build a just and fair society, it is very much essential to practice ethical behavior. So friends, I hope this discussion was helpful to you, and I would like to thank you for watching this video.